Can you remember when Rita Pavone was the hottest thing in town? The 90s were filled with incredible celebrities, but Rita had a special way of capturing our hearts and inspiring us to aspire to be just like her. Rita Pavone embodied the ideal girl for a whole generation with her mesmerizing charisma and breathtaking voice. But where is she going with her life at the moment? If you're curious about Rita Pavone's life both then and now, and have ever wished you knew what became of this iconic pop star, then you've come to the right place. Stay put, we're about to reveal some surprising facts that you definitely don't want to miss. If you hear the name Rita Pavone, you'll instantly be transported to the 90s, when her infectious tunes filled the airwaves and her infectious smile could light up any room. Rita rose to fame at a time when the music industry was full of egomaniacs, but her infectious energy and stunning good looks helped her stand apart. You wanted to date her, listen to her fantasies, and never forget her because she was so unforgettable. The question of what became of the girl who had once captivated our hearts lingered as Rita gradually faded from public view. Rita Pavone is still very much alive and well, even though she may not be enjoying the same level of attention as before. You would be surprised to hear a lot of new details about her life now. We can trace the evolution of this famous pop musician by looking at her current whereabouts. Rita Pavone immediately became a household name in the 1960s, after being born in Italy in 1945. Even though she was only in her early 20s when she had already made a name for herself in the music industry, her songs had already shook up Italy and the world. With her youthful, daring attitude, she embodied the ideal symbol of the 60s pop culture, and her most famous songs such as Cuore, Il ballo del mattone, and Viva la Papa col pomodoro were timeless classics. But in the 90s, Rita genuinely captured the imagination of a new generation. Before that, she had become more than just a music star, she had become a cultural icon. The one with it all, Rita had enticing tunes and a youthful appearance that made her the TV girl everyone wanted to watch. She had an infectious personality, infectious energy in her songs, and an undeniable impact on the world. It would appear that Rita Pavone's days as a superstar have long since passed. Rita is far from forgotten. On the contrary, she has been quite busy with projects that reflect her interests and growth as an individual. Even though the pop singer isn't performing as much as she used to, Rita has been in the spotlight recently due to her continued involvement in show business as well as her previous successes. Among other things, Rita Pavone's resilience is what makes her stand out. In spite of the highs and lows of her career, she has maintained a level head and continued moving forward. Unlike many of her contemporaries, Rita has figured out ways to stay in contact with her fans, whether it's through private events or social media. She uses her platforms to engage with younger audiences that may not be familiar with her music from the 90s, and she has fully embraced the internet as a way to stay current. However, Rita Pavone was well known for more than only her singing career. She was also a fashion icon. As far as bold, colorful clothing and youthful flair were concerned, Rita was perpetually ahead of her time. In the 90s, she was the ultimate style icon for many young viewers. She had an uncanny knack for making even the most simple of hairstyles and dresses look chic. Despite shifts in her taste, her appreciation for fashion and the satisfaction she finds in dressing herself remain constants. Rita still motivates people today, both via her music and the way she lives her life. Rita has prioritized raising her family and enjoying life away from the limelight in addition to her musical career. She proved that it is possible to live a fulfilled life away from the light. Rita occasionally amazes her admirers with her ability to remain grounded and modest. She has maintained her authenticity and the same charming persona that won her fans in the 90s. Even now she has become famous. However, after this, what happens to Rita Pavone? Even while she may not be as active as she once was, she is still passionate about music and makes occasional public appearances to perform for her dedicated fan base. Rita continues to write new music and occasionally opens up about her journey in interviews, giving her fans a glimpse into her current life. Rita Pavone's life and work demonstrate that there is more than one way to achieve success. From her meteoric rise to fame to her humble but motivational decline, Rita has shown us that being yourself is more important than being at the forefront of attention at all times. Her continued impact on the entertainment business is evidenced by her ability to stay relevant through her songs, personality, and approach. She also shows us via her story that we don't need to conform to any certain mold in order to be successful or happy. Rita graciously withdrew from the limelight when the time came, keeping her focus on her family and her own growth. This kind of honesty and equilibrium might be an aspiration for many of us regardless of our profession. If you have enjoyed learning more about Rita Pavone's journey, please share your thoughts by leaving a comment below. What was your favorite Rita song from the 90s? Is she still capable of being the ideal female role model from that time? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content about the celebrities that influenced our favorite decades. Although Rita Pavone may no longer be the constant presence on the music charts that she once was, she has nevertheless made an indelible mark on our hearts. From the 90s ideal girl to the iconic person we know today, Rita's path shows that being true to yourself and allowing change can result in a life that is both fulfilling and inspirational. From her performances to her moments spent with her fans, Rita Pavone will always be remembered in a special way. Remembering that the brightest stars are the ones who keep shining no matter what happens in life is a great way to celebrate her incredible legacy.